that's our powder alert. Hey, welcome. It's JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. We are getting slammed right now. Let's get into the forecast. It's December 17th, 2025. This is a beautiful photo from Ben Vandenbos on top of Gray's Peak from a couple days ago. And if you're still enjoying this broadcast, we ask you to do a one-time donation, or even better, sign up for that sustaining monthly membership. Today we are going to be cranking out the winds with gusts up to 75 miles per hour. If you're standing on top of some of those tall mountains out there today, that's equivalent to a Category 1 hurricane. So buckle up. Precip is going to wrap up around noon today as this cold front just shuts off. We're going to have a 24-hour break between precip, and then our next show begins on Thursday. And it's going to last through Friday afternoon with an atmospheric river. All right, looking around at the webcams this morning, we're almost at 6 inches at Galena Lodge. Still kind of raining down here in the Wood River Valley, although it looks like it's trying to change over at Quigley. And we are at 5 inches on top of Baldy. Looking at, actually I'm going to pull up this radar. So you can see our cold front slowly working its way over. It's still a couple hours away. We got one more swath of moisture coming through. And then it's going to wrap up probably around noon. Looking at what we picked up last night, the soldiers in Western Mountains got hit pretty hard. Looks like kind of less snow to the north, although I think some of these some of these gauges might not be doing their reporting their best ability. Here at China Gardens, we almost hit an inch of water, which is just insane. Looking at the infrared this morning, you can see the moisture is starting to wrap up as that cold front pushes through, and then we have this period of nothing before the next atmospheric river makes its way onto the coastline. We have a high wind advisory for today. We have gusts. I'm actually going to show you this map. This is going to be when the gusts are going to be the strongest, around 10, 11 today. You can see areas down in the soldiers cranking out. Actually, is this the... Sorry, stand by. Trying to find what some of those 75 mile per hour winds I was talking about. It's kind of hard to see right now. But yeah, you can see approaching 70 miles per hour, 75 in places throughout the area. It does look like the Snake River is going to have a funneling effect. So high winds happening today. Make sure all your stuff is buckled down. Let's look at what the moisture did. If you're like me, you didn't really sleep much last night because you could just hear that rain pelting on the roofs. But you can see it's going to start to wrap up right about here, right around noon. We enter into this clear period. And this is looking at what the forecast was for today, what we're going to end with. About a foot in most places in the mountains. And it does look like that rain line has gotten closer to the valley floor, so that's good. Looking at the next atmospheric river, it's going to be an AR4, hitting pretty hard. It does look like it's not going to last as long, but as you can see, still very potent on the scale. Take a look at it on the map here. Play this out for you. So you can see we're just right here. This thing's going to start to the north and then start creeping down to the south. And you just see this long band of moisture. By Saturday morning, it's going to be to our south. So we're going to be in the fire hose for a brief, well, not a brief period, about 24 to 48 hours. It's a pretty good hit. Looking at snow totals through Saturday, some totaling up to 4 feet in the Sawtooth. That's including this storm hitting us right now. You can see a lot of the higher spots are going to be pushing 3 feet of snow, but I think pretty good confidence that we're all going to see about a foot of new snow by Saturday, but more likely 2 to 3 feet in the higher regions. Definitely is going to be a roller coaster ride with temperatures. Let me get back to my temperatures I skipped over. Oh man, I think I got rid of that. So the temperatures are going to go up and down. This morning they're going to drop quite a bit to having freezing levels at the valley floor, and then they're going to go up Thursday night. I think I was seeing as high as 7,600 feet, so not as high as last night. And then they're going to fall again at the tail end of the storm. So that's good, but we're going to see lots of avalanche activity. Make sure you tune in to the Sawtooth Avalanche Center for the latest. This is looking at how much water we're going to get. Vienna Mine, Galena Summit area is a little bit of a hot spot there, pushing 5 inches of water, but you can see everywhere else in the taller mountains are pushing over 2 inches, 3 inches in most places. Yeah, it's going to be coming in from the west, so all the western sides of the mountains are going to be getting most of it. Looking at Haley, picking up a couple inches of snow on Thursday with those colder temperatures, and then probably turn into slush that night. Bench Lakes, picking up 5 inches of snow. I think they already got that. So probably a couple inches more, and then maybe 2 feet of snow. For those of you that are going to be going into bench hut in the future, it's looking good. Titus is going to be picking up about, let's see, it's about 2 feet of snow. Love measuring things by the foot. And then Baldy is going to be picking up potentially a foot of snow. So for those of you going to ski Baldy, probably looking like Friday is going to be the best day. You'll get a little snow leading up to that, and then about 6 or 8 inches that day when the temperatures get cooler. And then Heinemann is pushing 20 inches of snow as well. All right, so lots of fun stuff in the forecast. We got the powder horn at the beginning. It's looking like winter out there. I'm psyched.